I got this on good maybe 30% off or something like that sale. I wasn't even looking for this. It's just something that I was interested in, but they're kind of expensive. I never really looked into actually getting one. Sale just popped up when I was just looking around online, so went ahead, got it, but it just got delivered. My mailbox is like a ways away from the house, and I don't like that they left this box on the ground next to it in a very easy to steal place, so but thankfully it was still there. Alright, here we go. I've been trying to leave today to go do some errands, and as soon as I kind of finally got ready and was gonna head out, there's a lawn service my landlord has, and they showed up, and the way the driveway is, when they're up here, I'm completely blocked in. So, and they were coming today. This is the first time they've been here this season since they stopped in the fall or whatever. So anyway, I'm feeling super restless. I got trapped in here for a few hours now. It looks like they're doing some neighbors' lawns. I totally donked it, and I didn't notice that the camera doesn't come with an SD card. So lawn people are gone now, so I'm running out to grab that. And I can't take it with me because I'll have to come home and format the SD card. And I even thought I had, or I definitely do have, some other micro SD cards that I can't find. Can't find any in there. I think I'm just gonna take the L, buy a new one. Those will turn up at some point. All right, I got the SD card. Took me a lot longer to get out to the store than anticipated, just with the road to get here is closed. So now I was going to go pick up food at a place that's right by the store, but there's still some other road closures between. Even though it's been months later, they've done a lot of cleanup. There's still just a lot of damage, debris everywhere, and a different road is closed between here and food. So I'm doing a very silly giant circle just to get over there. I didn't really realize how you could move the camera angle around at first, and I spent a while just flipping the camera around without having much change. I eventually figured out how to move the angle around on the app, so made this test video just walking around trying to see how it would look, and I thought it was cool just with the different lights in the apartment. I took a couple of test very stupid pictures. Tried to take a couple good ones, and they looked even worse than these. So I put it away for the night, but the next morning the screen was all messed up and I couldn't get it to get back to normal. So I tried to look it up, and all I could find was a couple vaguely similar things people had said online that just said that it was a factory issue, and I would just have to take it in to get a return. And thankfully I bought it through Best Buy, so it was just a physical store to go back to return it to, instead of having to ship it off somewhere, wait for them to ship me another one. They didn't have one in stock there to switch it out, but they were going to ship me one from another store, and it was just going to take another 2 days, so it was relatively fast turnaround. But I was kind of bummed that I would have to wait a few more days to be able to use it. While I was there, I just looked around a little bit since I had a bit of time before I had to get to work. And I looked for computer monitors, which is something I'd like to get, so I'm not just using this TV like I have right now. Anyway, I'll continue on the weekend and And I wanted to use it for music videos, because I have a couple recordings that I haven't made the videos for yet. That's just been kind of on the backlog, but I think those will stand out a little more. The music videos I've made before have been really bare bones, which is fine, you know, I'm just putting a camera, you know, over the instrument and just kind of showing each of the parts layered on top of each other. But I think it'd be cool to maybe be a little bit more cinematic and, you know, see if I can get something going. I'm just trying to make something fast tonight, so got my shittily chopped onions. I've been freezing tofu in batches, and the last time I tried this, there was way too much liquid in here once it, oh, there it goes, defrosted in the pan, and it ended up being a really bad consistency, and I'm hoping this will be better, but I think it might not be. I did like press it and drain it before freezing it, and it's supposed to help it be more porous so it absorbs the seasoning better, but it didn't work very well last time. I did it a little bit better, and we'll see how it goes. While I was waiting for the camera, which I was already just gonna use to help with vlogging, I figured I should try and just start getting some more footage. So just set it up at work, tried to get a couple clips. I've been really out of the habit of getting any type of cohesive clips together. If anything, I get very sporadic few every few days, but I was really trying to just set a project for myself and just get multiple clips all from the same segment of work, or, you know, making food at home or whatever it was. I often think about how I would put together different events or different little parts of life, but I don't often film it, or if I do, it's just kind of half-assed, or doesn't really come together in any kind of meaningful way once I put it all together. So I'm really just trying to practice actually getting some shots in, especially when I'm in public or, you know, just away from home, because that is difficult for me. I always feel kind of awkward doing it, and I'm just trying to get a little bit more confident and just not really think about if I'm standing out or whatever. I just feel really in my head about that a lot of times, and it's all just preventing me from accurately showing and talking about my life, which is the whole reason that I'm making in the first place. The new camera arrived on Saturday, but it was too busy at work on the weekend to film anything. So I took it with me on Monday, which was especially slow. Perfect for getting test footage. Something I really liked about it is that, at least in small spaces like this, I can just set the camera up and it'll film pretty much anything I need without me having to move it around, get any different angles or anything like that, because all the editing can just be done after the fact. So for all these clips, I had the camera in the same spot, just kind of in the middle of the bus, and all of the movement and everything was just done on the editing program it came with. And there was a lot it could do, even as somebody completely new to this, just messing around with it. It almost felt like I had my own little cameraman following me around, because I could just move the point of view to, you know, anywhere around and zoom in, zoom out. I could even have it track me by just drawing a box around my body or whatever else I wanted to track, and it would just follow me around as I just walked around and did things. There's different levels of distortion or changing the angles, like the one called the Tiny Planet, or there was a crystal ball, D-warp, or just kind of a wide flat shot, or just kind of anywhere in between. And when you're editing the footage, it's pretty much like just doing it in Premiere or an editing program like I make these videos in. And you can just put in keyframes for all the different angles. You can speed things up as well, which I messed around with a little bit, but it ended up looking too fast for just the stuff here. The microphone quality was actually pretty alright, because I had the camera pretty far away from me this whole time, and it still picked up my voice decently well. And that was while I was kind of far away from it and facing away, speaking out the window. I haven't tried it while being fully outdoors, walking around, maybe with some more environmental sounds if that would affect it, but it's definitely a lot better than my other kind of budget action camera I've used outside. Another cool element is that it automatically hides the selfie stick, which makes it feel a bit like a drone or just another cameraman. After work, I just stuck it over my shoulder while I was walking, and I thought it looked like I was in a video game or something. It was just a cool perspective. I could have the camera following me, or I could focus on some scenery or something that I passed by or filmed behind me. I tested out several different angles outside, and I liked it even more than the stuff I did at work. I think it works better in open environments because of how much it can show at one time compared to just a regular camera. In a confined space, like in the bus, if I zoomed out too far, then more and more of the frame just got taken up by ceilings and walls, and it didn't look very good. As I was saying before, I struggle with getting footage of myself. Most of the time I'm getting shots right in front of me from my own point of view, and often feel awkward being on camera at all, especially in public, and especially if I'm having to set up the camera or hold it out in front of me, anything like that. But I do want to actually be in these videos more. I'm filming my own life, and I'd like to be more part of that. And I was surprised by how easy it was in and outside to get footage of myself without strongly feeling the presence of the camera, or just feeling conspicuous, like other people were watching me. It all felt pretty low-key and conspicuous. There wasn't much setup. I can just start it and go, do all the editing, afterwards, and everything just I think looked cool or good, or at least just something interesting. Well, I was feeling a tiny bit more confident filming, so I steeled my little melon heart and went to get some footage at the bar. Of course, there wasn't anyone else outside at the time, but I'm just gonna pretend this was a success. All in all, I took the camera out for only about half a day and easily ended up with a lot more footage than I normally would with a lot more effort. So overall, I'm happy with the camera and looking forward to seeing what else I can use it for.